This is a true story that took place in Germany in the 1970s. A story filled with both tragedy and mystery, standing at the crossroads between science and faith. It later inspired famous horror films such as The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Our main character is Anneliese Michel. She was born in 1952 in Bavaria, Germany, into a devout Catholic family. As a child she was kind, intelligent, and deeply faithful. But at the age of 16, her life took a dark turn. Anneliese began suffering from seizures and doctors diagnosed her with temporal lobe epilepsy. Treatment began, but the explanation would soon be questioned. Over the next few years, her symptoms grew worse. She claimed to hear voices whispering in her head, voices that threatened her and pushed her into despair. She developed a strong aversion to holy objects, crucifixes, holy water. Even stepping into a church became unbearable. To her family, these signs were no longer medical, they were evidence of demonic possession. She would refuse food and withdraw from those who tried to help. Her family grew convinced this was something beyond medicine. They turned to faith for answers. But doctors still saw illness. The church saw something else. At first, priests refused, believing it was a psychiatric problem. Yet the episodes intensified. She would eat insects, drink her own urine, scream for hours, and injure herself. Finally, the church approved the request for help. Between 1975 and 1976, 2 priests performed exorcism sessions. They conducted dozens of rites, 67 in total. During these rituals, Anneliese growled, screamed, and spoke in distorted voices. She claimed to be possessed by multiple entities. Cain, Nero, Judas, Hitler, Lucifer. The sessions were brutal and exhausting for everyone involved. They claimed the rituals brought temporary relief at times, but no lasting cure. Doctors urged continued medical care. Priests believed spiritual warfare was at hand. The lines between faith and medicine were blurred, and a decision was made that would have tragic consequences. But instead of healing, her body weakened. She stopped eating, refused medical treatment, and insisted that her suffering was a sacrifice for the sins of mankind. On July 1, 1976, Anneliese Michel died. She was only 23 years old and weighed just 30 kilograms. Her death shocked a nation and set off legal action. Questions about responsibility and intent would soon follow. Her parents and the 2 priests were taken to court, charged with negligent homicide. The trial gripped the country. The court ruled that Anneliese had died from malnutrition and dehydration, and could have survived with proper medical care. Her parents were spared prison time while the priests received suspended jail sentences. The verdict left deep divisions. Some saw justice, others injustice. The case of Anneliese Michel became one of the most famous modern exorcism cases in history. It raised haunting questions. Was this simply a medical tragedy, or undeniable proof of a supernatural force? So what do you believe? Was Anneliese a victim of mental illness, or was she truly possessed by demons? The answer is yours to decide.